What's up, YouTube? It's your boy. I am back with another video, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button and subscribe. Shout out to everybody who's showing love and support to this channel. I couldn't have done this without y'all, man. I really appreciate all the support I've been getting, man. Last video hit 15K in 3 days. We're going to keep going up. We're going to keep going up. That's all we're going to do. So as we all know, after each Raising KANAN episode, I come with takeaways, man. But for sure, this might be even a longer video because there's just so much shit that had happened in this episode, man. This season finale was actually really crazy. A lot of unexpecteds. You feel me? So let's get into this. Number one. Wow, that ending scene was the least thing you would ever expect in Power history. Like, you would never think that this would happen. Let me show y'all the scene. The ending scene.
You should stay where you belong. Just do what the fuck you came here to do.
So we see Raq is on the ground. Like, it looked like she's defeated. She's kind of accepted her fate. Remember, Baselli's man pull up to her house, you feel me, and just start shooting. Raq is hit. Now she's on the floor. You know, she's kind of accepted her fate. She's telling them just get it done with. So I'm damn near thinking like, damn, Raq's about to go out like this. But who comes to rescue her? Who comes out the cut? The least person you'll expect. Y'all can't tell me after watching Unique and Raq go at it with each other that this will be the guy that came to her rescue. Because, man, they have bodies, killings, tragic things that happen between each other. You feel me? We see Unique come and literally shoot this dude to save Raq's life. And the scene after, Unique says Southside. And you can kind of see that Unique ended up having respect for Raq. You feel me? He ended up having respect because they grew up in the same places. They had the same struggle. He knew how hard it was to come out. He knew they had the same end goal. You feel me? Even though they were enemies, Unique kind of gained a firm respect knowing that she was a woman getting these things done, you know, moving weight. At the end of the day, they all had the same goal. You feel me? And Unique just respected that about Raq through the wars. So Unique was definitely not going to let the Italians just go and do that. Just kind of somebody of his own. You feel me? Also, you could see Raq was scared shitless on that ground, bro. Because she thought Unique was going to be the one to take her out due to everything. And remember, before this, Raq asked Unique, yo, come join me. And Unique said no. So they definitely could have been a, you know, motive for Unique to kill her. But that was just a very crazy twist, man. So we're going to see the future relationship between these two. Hopefully it's positive. But I still think there's definitely more of a storyline with these two for next season. So that's number one. That's the biggest takeaway. Let's keep going. Baselli really killed all the innocents. First, you had Baselli's man really killed all the innocents. First, you had Ziza. You had Kenya. Man, and this was so sad. Ziza's death was sad as shit. He just comes in. He tries to shoot at Lucy's done from the start. He tries to shoot at Lou. He hits her. You feel me? Kenya was trying to go fix her relationship with Raq. She rings on Raq's doorbell, and finally she goes and wants to talk to her. And also, I wonder what their relationship was. You feel me? Before this, I think we're going to learn more about that next season. But there's definitely a lot of history between Raq and Kenya, especially by the way Raq talked about her, and especially that scene. You could tell they were probably really close earlier in their lives. You could see Baselli's man just come from behind. Raq notices him, tells Kenya to get down, but it's just too late. Baselli's man spray her all the way. They didn't give a fuck. If you was in the way, you're going to get shot, man. So there's definitely going to be a lot of grief from Marvin's side. With Renee, too. Remember, Baselli's man killed Renee. You have Lulu with Ziza. And Jukebox now has to deal with Kenya dying and Marvin even getting shot. You feel me? So it's going to be tough, but man, Baselli's men were actually really ruthless, man. Like they didn't have no regard for human life. So that's the second takeaway.
I own you, nigga.
So, man, bro. And I think Lulu and Rock's relationship is officially scarred for life. I don't think Lulu's going to be working with Rock next season. I think Lulu's going to definitely separate himself from Rock. And I think Lulu's going to be done with the game, especially after this scene when Rock just goes off. Because Lulu finds out Rock is a part owner of Bulletproof Records, basically makes a little deal with Crown behind Lulu's back. You feel me? Rock's been doing that her whole life, basically trying to add herself into things Lulu has going on. You feel me? And she does it again here, and she basically tells Lulu, like, yeah, I did it. This is my shit too. You ain't shit without me, basically. Everything you have is because of me. I do everything for you, and I own you, nigga. She tells Lulu that straight up. Like, you're just my son. You're like a kid to me. You're my baby brother. You feel me? I do everything for you. I'm the only reason you're even successful right now. Basically is what she's telling Lulu. Without what I've done for you, you ain't gonna ever be shit. And it's crazy because Lulu has done so much for Rock, like Kill D Wiz. Anytime she asks for something, Lulu gets it done. Kill D Wiz, the scrap, setting up scrap, all of these things, man. Just for her to just tell him this shit, man. I think it's over, and I think these two could become enemies next season, but the trust, like I said, the trust is definitely broken here. Now let's keep going.
You fucked up, KANAN.
So the Burke storyline is still going. Nothing has happened to her. No consequences have happened to her for the actions she did. As we see in this episode, she continues to keep crossing the line, and she tries to arrest KANAN unlawfully. KANAN resists. KANAN pushes her to the ground and runs away. Then KANAN basically goes and tells Howard, like, yo, Burke tried to stop me today, man. And she kind of knows everything. Howard tells KANAN, me, you, and your moms, we have to come up with a story. We got to come up with something to kind of get this woman off our tail. Howard tells them we got to come up with a plan, bro. And Burke knows something is about to happen to her, given what Jukebox had told her. Remember, Burke goes and tells her girlfriend. And now, look, in the last scene, we see
through the fucking world. And not nothing or nobody can ever change that.
KANAN is finally coming around with Howard and Rock's presence. So it basically looks like Rock is finally going to have to accept the fact that KANAN knows Howard is the father and that they're going to just have to be cordial parents and accept this. And they're going to have to come up with a big plan for Burke. You feel me? Because this is why KANAN and Howard pulled up. So it looks like next season we're probably going to be seeing Howard more around the family more. And you know the funny thing, you can see Unique's face like, what the fuck is going on over here? But man, Burke is gonna be in some deep trouble. We know Rock don't play about her son. We know Howard doesn't play about KANAN too. We all know this is for KANAN's safety. So what do y'all think is gonna happen to Burke? Do y'all think Burke is gonna get set up for something, or do y'all think they're gonna kill Burke, man? But either way, Burke is gonna go somehow, man, next season. So that's one of the biggest takeaways. Now, let's keep going. So Juliana doesn't know what she started. She basically cut Rock's end off the deal and made deal with basically now Rock's ops. You feel me? And Rock wasn't happy. Rock addressed them about this. And Juliana says, yo, yeah, it was me. It was me that did it. Juliana is starting up the wrong thing. I know she's mad about what happened with her and Neek, and she wanted Rock to stop it from happening because, remember, Neek kidnapped her. You know, he put the gun to her head, did all those type of things. But she got to be smart here because Rock is that petty. Rock will take it there with her, man. So I definitely think Rock has a motive for Joaquin and Juliana, man. Rock is definitely coming for these two next season, man. So tying up, man. Juliana just started something that she can't finish. Rock does not let things go. That's how you know. That's how Rock is. She has a huge ego. Once she feels like she was disrespected once, it's not going to happen again. She always has an ulterior motive against those type of people, man. So that's a big takeaway, man. And I think a lot of people wouldn't even talk about. And last, so Marvin gets shot, but he stays alive. Thanks God, man. Because I was praying to God that they did not kill Marvin off. Marvin was my favorite character. But you know what's crazy? This is the guy that Marvin met in the elevator that was acting rude. Now, Marvin's old self would have probably flashed out on him, but Marvin actually was respectful and kind and let him go upstairs. And I think he remembered that, and he let Marvin come in his house while he was getting shot up, man. You can see how Renee's classes kind of helped Marvin, save his life. Now, what would have happened if Marvin treated this dude like shit? You feel me? Maybe he wouldn't have let Marvin in his crib, but Renee's classes came a long way. Also, again, we see Marvin and Jukebox getting closer. I'm happy Marvin stayed alive so he can continue to grow closer with his daughter, man. As we can see, Jukebox now moved back in, basically saying it's our house. So Marvin has big things for season 2, but he has to recover from the gunshot wound. Guys, I'm done. Thank you guys so much for showing love and support. Couldn't do this without y'all. Y'all, I'm a little bit under the weather, man. That's why I'm not as energized as I normally am. I'm a little bit under the weather, but make sure I hit that like button and subscribe. Still got this video out for y'all. It's your boy. I'm out, man.